Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Shut Up and Read. Today I'll be doing my Reading Rush TBR. So anyways, let's just get right into it. So, like an idiot, I completely forgot that the Reading Rush was happening in July, and literally the day after I filmed my Book Junkie TBR, which by this point is now out, so I will link that above in case you want to check that out, the Reading Rush reading challenges came out. So now here I am filming yet another TBR video for yet another readathon for this month, and honestly I'm just really hoping that this would not give me the biggest reading slump afterward, because that's kind of what happened after the Biblio games, and we'll see guys, like honestly we'll see. So the Reading Rush will run between July 22nd to July 28th. I will link all the information down below, including the website as well as the Twitter and the announcement video. And as always, there are 7 reading challenges for the readathon. The first one is read a book with purple on the cover. For this challenge, I'm gonna go with The Art of Breaking Things by Laura Simpson. You literally cannot go more purple than this book because this is literally just purple. So this book is a YA contemporary, and all I know really is that it's about a girl called Sky who's trying to get into art school, and something happens. I believe her mother's ex-boyfriend re-enters her life, and now she's just struggling. Something happened between her ex-boyfriend, her mother's ex-boyfriend, and Sky, and so there is just a lot of things going on, drama, tension, all that stuff. And honestly, I just need something different compared to literally my very heavy fantasy TBR for the Book Junkie trial. So this would definitely be different, and hopefully it will kind of change things up a little bit on my end. So this book will fulfill the first reading challenge. Then the second challenge is read a book in the same spot the entire time. For this one, I'm gonna go with Redwall by Brian Jacques. This was on my TBR for the Book Junkie trials. I don't remember exactly which one it was. I think it was a reread or something, but I'm trying to hopefully utilize some of my challenges from that TBR and incorporate into this one, because otherwise I honestly cannot do this many books in a month. Like, it's just gonna be too crazy. So this will be the second book, and basically this challenge just means that I just have to read this book at the same spot. So I'm basically going to try to keep this at home, to be honest, and just read it every night before I go to bed, and hopefully I'll be able to finish it sometime during that week. Oh, by the way, so this book is a middle grade, it's like fantasy, it follows all these woodland creatures. It was really good to reread. I loved it back in the day when I read it during, I don't know, middle school, elementary school, something like that, and I really enjoyed it. So anyways, then the third challenge is read a book you meant to read last year. I'm just gonna go with A Court of Thorn and Roses by Sarah J Maas. I don't remember exactly when I got this book, but this has been on my TBR for the longest time, and now that I know that the series is all that, it's been out actually for a while, I'm like, I need to read it. I don't think it's this book that's the most popular. I think it's The Court of Mist and Fury that people seems to really absolutely adore. So I need to get to this book to get to the next book. So anyways, this is the book that I'm going to be reading for this challenge, because this book has been on my TBR for the longest time. I don't even know how long I've had this on there. So this one is a YA fantasy again, but it's also on my Book Junkie TBR, so that's okay. And it's about a girl. Her name is Fair, and something about fairies. There's a guy called Reese, all that stuff, and I don't know, but a lot of people seem to really like it, so hopefully I would too. Then the next challenge is read an author's first book. For this one, I'm gonna go with The Night Circus by Anne Morgenstern. This book has been out, I want to say, since 2011. I don't even know, don't quote me on that, but wait, this is actually an arc. Is it an arc? Yeah, this is actually an arc. So this one says, yeah, September 13, 2011, and yeah guys, I just haven't read this. I don't know why. I feel like I need to read it. Everyone says it's very atmospheric, it's very beautiful, the writing's lyrical, it's gorgeous, and I haven't read it yet, and I just pre-ordered The Star of the Sea, so I need to read this one. Not that they're related, but I feel like I want to at least read the first book, like the book that she wrote, and then continue with the next book. So I need to read this as soon as possible. But all I know is that this book is set in a circus. That's really all I know, and everything I described before about how beautiful it is. Other than that, I really don't know too much about this book, but everyone seems to love it. I've heard really high praise about it, so I am very excited for this one. Though the next challenge is read a book with a non-human main character. This was such an easy one for me because once again, I'm going to pick up Redwall by Brian Jacques. This is a book that features woodland creatures, and I believe the first book follows a mouse or like a field mouse, something along like this, something like that, but regardless, they're all woodland creatures. There are no humans involved in any of these books in this series period, so this will definitely fulfill that challenge. Then the next challenge is pick a book that has 5 or more words in the title, and once again I'm going to pick up A Court of Thorn and Roses by Sarah J Maas. This one has 6 letters, so this will definitely fulfill that challenge. And challenge number 7, the last challenge, read and watch a book to movie adaptation. For this one, I'm going to pick up Howl's Moving Castle by Diana Wynne Jones. This will be an audiobook, so that will be really nice because it'll definitely break things up for me in terms of just reading all physically, etc. And so I just want to read this book as soon as possible. This was actually supposed to be read during the Bibliothon, which I never read, so I totally failed on that account. But I have it on my library. It's on hold as of now, so hopefully, I think that's the reason why I didn't pick it up, because it was still on hold and I just never got it, so I couldn't read it. But this time I think it's almost to me now, so hopefully I can read and watch the movie when I actually get the book and finish it, because I just watched the movie recently and loved it so much, so I'm totally okay with rewatching the movie, because that movie is just a classic, guys. I love it so much. So anyways, those are all the books that I'll be planning to read for the reading rush. Let me know down below if you joined me or not. But as always, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe down below, don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!